Let's turn now to Britain, where US President Joe Biden has said that his relationship with the United Kingdom is rock solid. Biden, of course, met with the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak at 10 Downing Street a few hours ago. He's also met with King Charles at Windsor Castle. The US president is on a three-nation trip to Europe that will culminate in a NATO summit, which gets underway in Lithuania on Tuesday. Let's speak to Nadeem Barber, who is at Downing Street for us. Nadeem, let's start with that meeting between Rishi Sunak and President Biden. It took place a few hours ago. It was very brief. We know that they weren't on the same page when it came to cluster munitions, which the US has promised to Ukraine. Do we know if that topic came up in the conversation? What else was said?
Well, yes, as you said, it was very brief, barely 40 minutes before President Biden made his way to Windsor. Yes, we know from Downing Street that the issue of the US supplying those cluster bombs to Ukraine, an announcement that was made last Friday, did come up. The Prime Minister's spokesman in the last hour or so saying that basically the decision seems to have been forced upon the Americans due to what the spokesman said was Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine. For the last few days, the British have been stressing that they're signatories to this convention which bans the production and use of those cluster munitions. But certainly it's not going to cause any kind of major rift between the US and the UK. Bigger issues over Ukraine include President Zelensky's bid for membership. He's been pushing for a long time now, and at every occasion he stresses the importance to his country of joining NATO. The Americans are fairly reluctant to act quickly. President Biden, before he arrived in Britain, reminding people that with the conflict ongoing, it simply wouldn't be possible to think about Ukraine being a member, but talked. That's what the Ukrainians want. There could be movement on that at the Lithuania summit. And then there's the idea of Sweden's membership. They were supposed to join earlier this year. They have been held up, notably by Turkey, possibly Rishi Sunak being involved in trying to smooth things over there. So bigger issues at stake at that Lithuania summit, I think. And the other thing is that 10 Downing Street are stressing that the British do actually see eye to eye with the Americans on Ukraine joining NATO, saying that we do want to support Ukraine on the pathway to joining the alliance. So the pathway, possibly strengthening the relationship in the next few months, offering them closer ties, not saying we're going to greenlight your accession.
And a much longer meeting between President Biden and King Charles. They're currently having tea together at Windsor Castle. And if body language is anything to go by, he's been very warmly received. How significant is that meeting?
I think it is fairly significant, and you mentioned the body language. I think there's a better rapport between King Charles and President Biden, perhaps notably because they share this interest, which is the climate crisis. King Charles has been raising the issue of biodiversity and the climate crisis for decades, and even after he was crowned, he made it clear that although he's not supposed to be involved in politics, he'd like to do what he can to get things moving. And notably, he and the president are meeting delegates to a forum which are trying to raise money to help developing nations fight climate change right now. Of course, Buckingham Palace is stressing that he is not intervening politically, but it's an issue close to his heart. So, yeah, they've met before. They met at the COP26 climate summit in Scotland 2 years ago, where President Biden told the then Prince Charles, "We need you badly." So I think all of these talks behind the scenes do help. And let's not forget that President Biden, of course, has his own very extensive plans for the green economy, something which many countries here in Europe perhaps are trying to emulate. And some of Prime Minister Sunak's critics are saying you should actually take a leaf out of President Biden's book. Whatever the case, yes, friendly relations there, but not very long because, of course, President Biden's big business is getting to Lithuania at the end of Monday for that summit.
OK, thank you for that update. Nadeem Barber there for us at Downing Street.